Have you ever wondered why certain individuals appear to see beyond what is evident, as if they have been blessed with a unique vision to detect the truth most others cannot see? One feels as if a profound secret buried in the past is just waiting to be revealed. My buddy Gabriel, here in the spiritual secret, you have just entered a privileged space. I commit myself in this area to help you to untangle the riddles guiding our awakening. You are not here by accident. You are the one experiencing a scorching call within your soul. Your search and the message I am about to expose line up. This material is for individuals who, like you, are regarded as the actual chosen and uncover secret truths free from the constraints of traditional initiation or education. He arrived at this strategic and vital realization for his spiritual development from a heavenly spark. Imagine the extent of this. Some strong powers dread what you can already see. They do not want truth to be disclosed, as the information about to be imparted may surely permanently alter everything. Should you choose to discount this warning, be aware that you could be forfeiting a rare opportunity for an awakening not likely to be repeated. Selected, I encourage you to spend some time really examining what you feel within you. Are you someone who has seen beyond illusions already? Share your knowledge to realize you are not on this road by yourself. And if you believe this film speaks to your soul, your engagement with it is a way you are expressing the larger goal already guiding your life. Get ready. Eris has stored the revelation you are waiting for in the next several minutes. It is now within your grasp in a discovery climax only those really ready can fulfill. The facts listed here have the ability to liberate the spiritual vision and the energy elites have always sought to stifle. We are just beginning. Now is the time to go toward your true nature. The capacity of the selected ones to see beyond the manufactured illusions marks a fascinating and enigmatic occurrence that has been carefully hidden over the years. This information lies in realms of spiritual reality few people can play. It is not just theory or conjecture. Today, you are going to do so. Stop and consider. What really lurks underneath what is shown to us as actual? When we discuss the waking of the selected ones, we speak of the incredible force of transcending the illusion, therefore shattering the currents, separating us from the truth. This phenomena shows itself as a natural capacity to reach concealed truths free from formal or traditional initiation's restrictions. It seems as if you and the universe have a secret connection, wherein responses just flow to link you with the ancient knowledge of the universe. Think of yourself strolling in an envoid valley, most of which are lost in the dense mist and cannot see the path. But you obviously see the horizon ahead, where the sun shows a brilliant goal. For the truth is, your inner compass, the spiritual trip the chosen ones travel, is one you are never truly lost. The mysterious events, the sensation and images you have known all your life, already reflect this phenomena in action. Not only is knowledge of this reality a luxury, but it is also rather necessary. As you come in line with this reality, it starts to release constrictive habits, holding your spiritual development captive. Ignoring this insight means you will keep yourself on the margins of the spiritual richness you are due to experience and help to prolong cycles of pain. This is the tipping moment when you let go of constraints and welcome an attitude that turns everything into fresh creativity. Look at this time, this precisely, the chance always meant for you. You may and have to grab the truth right now. It is your most strong friend. Later on, you will be motivated to learn how these secrets will affect your path. The force of metamorphosis just waiting is unlike anything else, and its awakened history just starts to show. Prepare. We will enhance this awakening in the following block, exposing subtleties only visible to those really tuned and ready. Imagine the waking of the selected as a large field where you not only see the scenery ahead with clarity, but also feel each whisper of the wind, as if nature were giving her secrets only to you. This phenomena goes beyond basic knowledge and is a close contact with a reality constantly there, but not visible to many. Like delicate dew on a spring morning, this knowledge is graciously placed in the life of the selected and brings fresh peace and direction. Accepting this perspective starts you to notice changes in your interactions and the avenues that naturally open before you, in addition to in your ideas. Let us enlarge this concept. The life of a chosen one is like a mosaic of apparently unrelated occurrences, where every piece in place shows a bigger picture, a more whole knowledge of the person and the cosmos itself. Think when events happened almost as if they were invitations of the cosmos, waking you to a fresh degree of consciousness. This meeting with the truth echoes in every action, choice, and experience you live. It is not just a notion to be appreciated from distance. Ask yourself, when did I experience an intuitive realization that changed my way? This inquiry clarifies the phenomena that already operates on your spiritual path, even if, before then, you had no complete knowledge of it. Understanding this fact is like opening oneself to an ocean of possibilities where every wave represents fresh chances for development. Ignoring this fact, the selected one stays the drift, unable to join the stream of spiritual enlightenment. But in welcoming this insight, he moves in time with the cosmos, transcending earthly constraints and apathetic to the upsetting whirlpool around him. His life then serves as evidence of the power of revealed truth. That is what awaits those who have chosen to really live the information he has, rather than merely view. Feel the resonance of this decision as your soul rises with every heartbeat. And forward, as in the following few minutes, we will reveal even more how this awakening may accelerate and cover all spheres of your existence, therefore empowering you to reach hitherto unheard of spiritual heights. Deeper we come to see that this capacity to reach secret truths is like a river running quietly under the outward face of reality. This insight shows itself in your life in ways you may seem familiar, but you still don't really grasp. The selected one is a transition being who has already been displaced on the planet, but whose foreign suts and instincts are the first whispers of his actual spiritual awareness developing. Ask yourself, have you ever felt that certain facts really show to you so plainly that it gets to be intolerable? Sometimes decisions appear to be entwined with invisible cables, which ultimately bring you to the destiny that has always been yours. This is the spiritual metamorphosis, gradual yet endlessly strong, with a light growing and dispersing the darkness that endures over the mountains. Consider yourself as an artist who painstakingly shapes her own world from the inside, and as a hard stone that, under labor, shows a unique gem. Its spiritual potential is this block of marble. The truth I offer it is chisel. Those who sought knowledge were said in ancient times to be like the eagle renewing its penalties, to continue their magnificent flight. Thus, those who expect in the Lord will renew their strengths, will rise with wings as eagles. And in you this principle resonates, allowing you to rise upon the earthly storms and challenges. Ignoring this natural aptitude is equivalent to turning away an almost infinite wealth. Remaining foreign to these insights keeps the chosen one imprisoned in a place not of ownership, in a never-ending circle of untamed anguish and uncertainty. But by embracing this fact, his trip follows a rejuvenating road. You will release illusions, follow a fresh vision full of clarity and direction. Imagine now life as a surface of standing waves, transformed into a dynamic ocean, with currents guiding it to a horizon of almost endless possibilities. The magic and the might of knowledge cannot be restrained when we let our eyes to see actual truth. At this point of contemplation, perceive your life as a mirror of this awakening, and be ready to plunge even farther, to untangle the secret mechanisms enabling this change. The spiritual trip of self-discovery you will outline in the following block will determine not only who you are, but also how you will live every moment from now on. We start to investigate the minute strata of how the truth presents itself into the life of a chosen one as we sink more into this revelation. Every cell of life echoes with this phenomena of seeing beyond illusions, a complex waltz between the seen and the invisible, a spiritual tune. Imagine a time in your life when everything looked to be exactly aligned, as if the symphony of the cosmos would guide every note of existence. This is the awareness of other patterns, a cosmic discourse shown only to those that wake up. Ask yourself, have you ever felt that I'm being guided by force majeure at times of critical decision? These events point to your path being entwined with a divine intent. Imagine, if you will, a rich and vibrant tapestry that is your life. Every act of spiritual awareness adds a fresh color, a fresh wire of gold, turning once a foggy picture into a brilliant masterpiece. Times when your awareness leaps forward, revealing avenues heretofore invisible, are woven into this tapestry. The narrative of Joseph, son of Jacob, described in the Bible, is one of prophetic dreams, guiding him over tribulating and triumphant periods. Like Joseph, you may also be visionary, deciphering the signals of your everyday life to reach the secrets of reality. Your own essence shows itself when you accept this enlarged perspective, much like purified gold in fire. Ignoring this understanding is like sailing night under a headlight missing. You stay rooted in the shadow of doubt instead of directing and lighting. When you at last embrace this fact, your life changes, your relationships blossom, your aspirations are expressed, and clarity becomes your natural condition. Think closely on this. Every action you do when you acknowledge and welcome your chosen position is a deliberate creative act. Said another way, the universe is living and knowable, and by touching this fact, you also play every aspect of this great mind. Prepare for the next depth, when we will highlight the minute mechanisms beneath this metamorphosis, thereby exposing the steps that will enable you to move with fresh confidence and direction. Let me walk you through the magnificent systems guiding the selected ones through their spiritual development. These procedures coordinate to guide you to a higher awareness, like unseen gears of the universe. Designed to awaken us to our own nature, they run in our hearts as much as in the environment around us. First of all, let us realize that these forces exist to help us to transcend our constraints and turn them into almost endless opportunities for spiritual development and fulfillment. Imagine your soul as a seed meant to grow into a magnificent tree. These procedures are the rich soil and the sunshine that will enable its blossom. Let us break up this spiritual development into three main phases. The first step is the awakening of awareness, when we are deprived of the illusions mania us. Here, the mind becomes receptive, seeking information with agitation, its soul starts to vibrate at a new frequency, and its physical body may sense little changes, like sudden energy or a rejuvenation. The second step helps waking to become understanding. At this point, we start to perceive norms in our life. The difficulties expose themselves as lessons and growth-oriented knowledge required. The soul is anchored, the mind sees clearly, and the body moves in line with spiritual and healthful activities. Here, the instances of regular life cause fresh impressions, as someone who loses a job finds a passion he had never known about. Unification is the final stage when mind, body, and spirit line together to produce a whole life of significance. At this moment, you start to be a knowledge conduit, shining light through your words and deeds, therefore connecting yourself more profoundly and sincerely to others around you. Like individuals who have spent 40 years traversing the desert, these prophetic words show emerging more wise and stronger in the faith. Still, the road across these periods is not easy. Like gold unwilling to let its flaws into the refining fire, the old self will fight change. Biblical writings relate to individuals who, lost in the desert, had to overcome uncertainty and anxiety before reaching the promised land. It reflects, this is our own road towards knowledge. For those who decide against following this road of consciousness, the results are an everlasting circle of struggle and an incomprehensible emptiness. Denying the light that always seeks to shine within you will help you to stay in spiritual stagnation. That's the call, selected. The gears of the metamorphosis are already turning. You may engage with them to drown this cleansing fire that can help it to be most natural. Know the urgency of this moment, as your activity here and now determines the beauty of your spiritual path. The next stage is to find how this metamorphosis throws its actuality into vistas as large as it is still unknown. We start to realize the holy dance of unseen processes guiding us up as we expose the mechanics behind the spiritual change of the selected ones. These systems create a symphony of waking and rejuvenation by working as a secret melody directed by the universe. Imagine that within your heart there is a heavenly compass guiding to the actual nature of its existence. The transformational processes function as an unseen magnetic field, gently orienting its spiritual compass toward its real use. They serve to remind us that our life has more meaning and should guide us over each turning point and enable us to reach further levels of knowledge and insight. We break up this trip into 3 key phases. In the first step, we begin purifying. That is, we uncover and release old ideas and behaviors that no longer support our development. Here, the mind starts to strip the illusions, letting the soul be washed in real light, and clarity flows to the physical body, therefore revitalizing the body. It is like the clay vase being transformed under the hand of the handser, guided by the scriptures on the necessity of our reform under heavenly graces. The second level is known as illumination, in which knowledge increases and you start to access heretofore unreachable lofty truths. Greater patterns show themselves, and prior experiences find significance in the larger framework of their spiritual trip. Here, the mind is at rest, the heart feels protected, and the body is reinforced by this fresh surge of spiritual energy. Ask yourself, how many times did I get guidance in the form of intuition that seemed to come from something bigger than me? Integration, a phase of unity in which mind, body, and spirit interact harmonically, comes in third. You start to radiate love and compassion for everyone around you, a conduit of light and knowledge. Every difficulty you encounter is a chance for spiritual development. just as gold must be tested by fire before gleaming in its hole. Recall the words that resound over the years. The good as the morning is still lit till the perfect dawn. Ignoring these systems comes with consequences for those who so choose to do. To stay in the darkness of delusion is to deny oneself divine light and thus be imprisoned in the cycles of sorrow. Those who welcome this metamorphosis, however, discover a reality fresh and full of meaning and direction. This is the call, the moment to act, so you may embrace the beauty of your own self and go beyond the confines of former imprisonment. Every choice taken with trust and bravery opens a new chapter in the book of life. We will show these decisions with specific instances in the following block, thereby highlighting their effects on their own reality and the surroundings. This marks simply the start of a trip redefining its existence and its view of the cosmos in hitherto unthinkable shapes. Allow me to present you to two different profiles from selected, each one following their route in the same light, but selecting rather different locations. The first, let's name him Anna, lets that light overwhelm her totally and accepts her essence with bravery and will before the glare of reality. Miguel, on the other hand, is the second, the reverse. He sees the same light, but goes to the darkness in opposition to the call to change. Anna appreciates every insight as a gift, nourishing her spirit with the realities that show up. Her life opens up, and her connections grow as she interacts more truly with others around her. Miguel, the one who objects to changes, nevertheless, feels the weight of his denial mounting. Every time he veers from the path of the truth, he encounters difficulties he does not know. His existence breaks apart into pieces he cannot put together. Consider the biblical prodigal son narrative to show this variation. Like Anna, the son comes home embracing his path as part of his development and allowing the great acceptance and rejuvenation of meaning. Miguel, on the other hand, reflects his kid who has never left home, but yet harbors animosity as he cannot appreciate the celebration of change. Far beyond affecting the person, this decision resonates in the spirit realm, where Anna channels love and knowledge to become a guiding beacon for others. Resistance for Miguel creates solitude, a loss of its own purpose, and a folded relationship with the divine. Ask yourself, which road do you follow right now? How these tales turn out? Like Anna, are you keeping a friendly environment for the truth, or are you caught in the shadow of doubt, like Miguel? Although the choice to welcome this change is very personal, its effects go far beyond what you could ever conceive. For the universe aligns your power to support and lead your path when you embrace the truth. With this regard, consider this. True freedom is not in the absence of challenges, but in the courage to embrace the light that transcends them. This helps us to see fresh dimensions of insight as we progress to investigate the most faint influences affecting the fate of the awakened. Let the life of two selected individuals presented before us to show the difference between embracing and opposing spiritual transformation. Anna, who opens to her essence, and Michael, who hesitates and opposes the inner summons. Anna discovers life as a harmonic dance in embracing her actual nature. For her relationship with the heavenly guide at every turn, she experiences inner serenity that surpasses the outside difficulties. More present is evident. Their connections become deeper and more important. Their life path gains a unique shine, like the sunlight that pierces through the clouds during a storm. Every day presents Anna with fresh chances to discover the boundless power of her spirit. Miguel, on the other hand, battles within himself a lot. Its opposition to the call shows itself as an ongoing restlessness, a sense of something missing. Miguel attempts to replace the spiritual hole with worldly diversions. Hence, his emotions swing between short bursts of excitement and protracted bouts of disappointment. His connections are shallow, and he believes he is aimlessly walking down a never-ending hallway, unsure of which door opens. The story of the talents shows this dualism when the slaves multiplied what they acquired, save one, burying their talent for fear. Like Anna, the early assistants accepted their abilities and doubled their gifts. Miguel reminds me of the servant who lost the grandeur of his possibilities after turning in fear. Now let's pause for reflection. Of them, which best fits your present path? The first step toward the transformation you want in your life is awareness of your situation. How will you coincide with your truth? Not only is the decision to accept its core remarkable, it also determines its path of life. The road unfolds under the light you project, reminds you that power is yours. I advise you to underline your dedication once again. Leave in the comments, "I answer my call." This is a covenant between you and the cosmos, not more than words for this to be. Each of us is on a unique path. Collectively, we can highlight the path. The following block will look at doable techniques that will enable you to apply this knowledge to your everyday life, therefore nourishing your soul with activities that will provide a strong basis for your ongoing spiritual development. You may achieve the metamorphosis. The decision is yours. Knowledge is not just adornment on his spiritual path. It is a lighted lamp on the road, whose brightness is increased by practice. Your life will alter, depending on the actions you take from this point, using what you have acquired. The shackles of the old norms will be broken only by those who act and make decisions to translate knowledge into action. Let me walk you through 5 specific spiritual activities you can start right now to focus this transforming energy and deepen your spiritual relationship. First practice, the meditation focused on purpose. Set aside a holy place in your house, a location fit for comfortable sitting. Close your eyes, inhale deeply, and, when inspired, repeat a word that captures the truth you search: clarity, bravery, or love. Slowly exhale to release anything no longer relevant for your path. This exercise helps the body to be revitalized and relaxes the mind by tying the spirit with its most basic aspirations. The second habit is deliberate thankfulness. Every morning when you wake up, jot down 3 items for thanks. Review your notes at the end of the day to help your heart to open with positivity. This exercise produces the negative and seeds of satisfaction and fulfillment, just as rain feeds the ground. Third practice is inspired study of holy writings. Says a day every day to study and consider a motivating passage from the Bible or any wisdom book that speaks to you. Think on your words and use the lesson in your daily life. This will help you to grasp basic spiritual truths in your being and increase your awareness. The fourth spiritual practice is a journal of inspiration. Set aside a time at the end of the day to consider your experiences and jot down spiritual notes into a notebook. Ask yourself, regarding my spiritual path, what did I discover today? Where might I sense the divine present? This practice will not only encourage deep reflection, but also help to spot trends showing ongoing development. And the weekly gathering of spiritual community is the final habit. Participate actively in a spiritual community, online or in person. Join meditation experiences, Bible studies, or discussion groups. Along with establishing a secure environment for sharing experiences and struggles, this feeling of community will provide support, inspiration, and fresh ideas on your spiritual path. Now, I set a spiritual challenge to the next 24 hours. Find a moment of calm to question your inner self. What do I really need now to grow spiritually? Document your impressions, no matter how minor they appear, and implement one of the recommendations received. This basic yet effective practice can help you to match your being with divine insight. Remember that a frequent travel companion on this road is internal struggle. Your mind might attempt to discourage it, as you would rather live in the comfort of familiar routines. This pain is a master. It indicates that you are on uncharted ground, and so transcends previous constraints. Recall that the time to act is now, selected. Every decision you make now will change the path ahead. Your path from now on will be defined by what you do with this reality. The call went out. Are you willing to respond? The portals of change are open. The following stage will expose the ways these deeds show themselves in a rebuilt world. Once you understand the call to your spiritual development, it is time to act and apply this truth to the pragmatic realities of your everyday life. Recall, knowledge without action is like an unnamed seed. It has promise, but will not grow. One must realize that individuals who are dedicated to certain activities bring about the actual transformation. I challenge you for the next 24 hours to see how well these strategies work. Select a practice and promise to carry out it. Note how it affects your impressions and mental condition. This little step may start your spiritual life's new chapter. Recall, it is normal to detect internal opposition. The mind wants the comfort of the family member, yet it is just in this first pain that miracle of change shows itself. Overcoming this shows your will to keep developing. Read this once again, selected. What you do with this fact will decide your road forward. The summons was issued. You will reply. These techniques help you to match a road of more clarity and direction. Look forward the following block, when we will expose additional facts and techniques to develop this road of spiritual awakening. Live these truths. You will find a vivid universe of purpose and connection. This is your moment. Examining this message sets you on a road towards basic truths that will help you to awaken spiritually. Let us untangle with this video that few people have the talent of seeing beyond illusions. So, acknowledgement of this fact is a necessary first step for its development. Remember, however, this is just another stride on a road that stretches to eternity, not the finish line. The teachings we provide today invite you to embrace the truth that has been shown to you and explore your own existence. Having this knowledge in hand, I now ask you, now that you know the truth, what will you do to her? Your response to this question may rewrite your tale, as it is the acceptance of this call that defines your path from now on. I cordially encourage you to confirm your dedication. Should this message speak to your soul, indicate your choice to the universe, and note in the comments, I accept my call. This is a real vow. You are ready to welcome your heavenly destiny, not just a virtual deed. Let us walk together in prayer to mark this moment with the might of the divine. May God enlighten his steps, strengthen his soul, and open his eyes to the truths that were hidden. Following the road meant for you should help you to discover clarity, strength, and direction. Beautiful. Now that you understand your purpose, there is something even deeper that needs to be revealed. In the next video, let us discuss a truth that can transform everything. Know that there is a further ahead, much more to untangle in our next revelation. This is your moment, and together, we may achieve new degrees of knowledge and satisfaction. Keep by our side on this transformative journey. Subscribe to the channel. Activate the bell so as not to lose any vital revelation that will nourish your spiritual development.